Hey, let's do something really weird today. I want you to completely forget about history textbooks. Just imagine waking up tomorrow morning, scrolling through your phone, and nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing about World War II. Zero. No spy movies, no documentaries about mega tanks, no intense arguments in the comment section of history videos.
Why? Because in this reality, a certain Austrian artist with a funny mustache just became a successful Austrian artist, or an architect, or maybe just a quiet pensioner who painted postcards with cute cats on them. Today we are going to play a game or what if. What would the world look like if Adolf Hitler had not appeared in a form in which you know him? It's going to be fun, a little bit absurd, and I promise you, absolutely no boring dates.
So, hit that subscribe button, grab a snack, preferably not a beer, I'll explain why later. And let's fall right down this alternative history rabbit hole. It all starts in Vienna at the beginning of 20th century. In our timeline, the Academy essentially told Hitler, "Sir, your building look okay, but your people look like broken mannequins. Try architecture." He got incredibly offended, and well, we all know how it ended. But in our imaginary world, the professor was just having a really good day. He accepted Adolf in the academy, and boom, that's it. The world is saved. Picture this. In the 1930s, instead of screaming aggressively at the stadium, Hitler spent his evening arguing with French critics about shades of ochre and proper vanishing points. He becomes famous, maybe even a little bit of boring, snobby art critic. And right there is where the butterfly effect kicked into high gear. Without him, the German Workers' Party stays exactly what it was. A tiny group of angry, bitter guys sitting in pubs, complaining about the government. Without a dangerously charismatic leader, nobody cares about them. Nazism, as we know it, simply never exists. No brown shirts marching in the streets. No tragedy.
Alright, now let's talk about something truly serious fashion. You'd realize that without Hitler, that highly specific toothbrush mustache wouldn't have become the ultimate symbol of human evil, right? People would actually wear it. It would be incredibly trendy. I'm absolutely certain that in this parallel universe, Charlie Chaplin wouldn't have made the movie The Great Dictator mocking him. Instead, Chaplin would have started a global fashion trade. Today, your favorite local hipsters would be going to the barber shop asking for a weekend beard. They'd be asking for the stylish little brush. Terrifying, isn't it?
Okay, moving on. Technology. It's a sad paradox of human nature, but war is a massive engine for invention. Without the pressure of World War II, we probably wouldn't have gotten jet engines, space rockets, or microwaves nearly as fast. Werner von Braun, instead of building rockets to bomb London, built rockets for intercontinental mail delivery, or to quick ship fresh croissant from Paris to Berlin. The Soviet Union doesn't fall behind either. The space race still happens, but it's completely peaceful. Who will be the first to put a mailman on the moon?
And here is the detail about the beer I promised you. It's a joke, of course, but think about it. In our timeline, Hitler tried to overthrow the government in a pub, the infamous beer hall putsch. It's a massive dramatic event baked into German history. But in our parallel reality, there is no putsch. Germans still drank beer, obviously, but with this historical drama attached to it, maybe it lost its revolutionary flavor. What if in this timeline, Germans suddenly switched to tea? Or maybe those elegant Austrian wines, heavily promoted by their favorite celebrity painter, Adolf. Just imagine a Germany where the hardcore national drink is chamomile tea. Now, that is alternate history.
Alright, what about politics? If there is no Hitler, Germany doesn't invade Poland. There is no blitzkrieg, Europe just lives its life. Germany slowly recovers from the First World War and turns into a normal, democratic, highly cultural country. Berlin becomes the Babylon of the art and jazz, not a center for military parades. But there is one country that is absolutely devastated by this growing peace: Great Britain. In our world, Britain was the hero that stood alone against Nazism when Europe fell. It's a massive part of their modern national identity. Without Hitler, they are just an island nation that is slowly, quietly losing its empire. There is no Winston Churchill giving legendary speeches about blood, toil, tears, and sweat. Churchill becomes a totally average mid level politician who constantly complains about the economy and writes overly long memories about how he could have been a great leader if only something interesting had happened. His cigars and whiskey don't look cool and heroic, they just look like the bad habits of grumpy old men. Britain is literally depressed because Europe is just too peaceful.
Listen, this all sounds like a complete utopia. No global war, no Holocaust, which is, without a shadow of doubt, the absolute best part of this reality. Chaplin keeps his cool mustache, and the space race is harmless. So, the world is a paradise, right?
Well, I hate to break it to you. History is a funny thing. It absolutely hates a vacuum. Even without Hitler, the massive problem in Germany in Europe wouldn't just magically disappear. The poverty, the deep anger over losing First World War, all over that is still boiling under the surface. And this brings us to a terrifying question. What if, instead of an emotional, unpredictable, unstable artist like Adolf, Germany got a different leader? Someone cold, someone hyper-rational, a brilliant military strategist who wouldn't make stupid emotional mistakes, someone who wouldn't invade the Soviet Union in the winter and wouldn't declare war on the United States for no reason. Without Hitler, the Third Reich must have been less loud, but infinitely more effective. They must have taken over Europe quietly, smartly, and the empire might still exist today in a more hidden, deeply integrated form. A world without Hitler wouldn't necessarily be a paradise. It could have been just a different kind of nightmare, a highly efficient, rational nightmare, where the Allies never got the chance to win. So, there you have it. A world without Hitler is a world without the most horrifying, destructive war in human history. That is undeniably a massive win for humanity. But it's a world completely missing a lot of technological and political foundation we consider normal today. Would it be better? Almost certainly. Would it be more boring? Definitely. Winston Churchill would absolutely agree with me on that. And of course, the mustaches. I really just can't get over the fact that we'd all be walking around with toothbrush mustaches.
But what do you guys think? What would be your favorite funny or weird detail in a world where Hitler just painted landscapes? Maybe we'd all be commuting to work in giant zeppelins instead of cars. Drop your alternate history theories in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and remember, history isn't just about the past, it's also a great playground for your imagination. I'll see you in the next video.